Today I feel like a reporter because I've actually lost the little clip of my mic. So here we go, we're holding it today. And I hope the audio is still clear. We're going to be talking about how to overcome customer objections to potential product flaws. Now, a lot of times, clients of mine and people who sell products online, they are very focused on how awesome their products are. And obviously, that is the most important thing. You want to promote your products in the best light. You want to give over all the benefits on the sales page or the landing page or your Shopify page or your Amazon listing, whatever that might be. But there is one thing that I'm ashamed to admit that I may have been neglecting also when it comes to helping customers, through their potential objections. So here's the thing is that there are, you may be selling a product, but it could have potential flaws. And if you ignore them, the chances are that the customer who may have questions about the product or some sort of objection in their mind as to why they don't want your product, they won't be convinced because you haven't addressed their concerns, and they will go and find another product. So here's just an example. Let's say you sell an electric juicer. So this client, it might be absolutely amazing, might make the freshest juices, gets out all the, good stuff, all the vitamins, I should say, as I'm English, from the vegetables or fruits that you are juicing. But it has one flaw, and that might potentially be that it makes a really super loud noise. And that might bother some people. Some people might not be bothered at all by it. But the thing is, if you don't address that problem in your product description or on your landing page, then what's going to happen is they're going to buy your product, they're going to get it, they're going to be really annoyed by the fact that it sounds like a Formula One racing car. And then they're going to probably leave you a bad review or tell you that, this wasn't what they wanted, or send it back or whatever it might be. So if you want, you can then take that flaw and spin it into a positive light, in a positive way. So for instance, you might say something like, this kitchen appliance sounds like a Formula One racing car, but the motor is 10 times more powerful than any other juicer on the market. So juice faster with all the nutrients intact. Obviously, I've just completely made up this example. It's not real, but it's a potential way to spin what might be perceived as a flaw into something positive. Here's just another quick example. If you're selling a pet bed, I actually saw this online, and the bed that this person was selling is not quite as soft or fluffy as the other ones that I've seen online. So the potential, pet owner who's shopping for this, dog bed, you might not think, okay, it's not a big deal, but they might perceive it as a problem. And so how can we get the customer over this potential objection? So you could say something like, fluffy stuff gets lumpy over time. It makes your dog sweat. Ours are much firmer, made with breathable materials, which is, good for your pet's posture or spinal, I don't know what, when they're laying down. So yeah, anticipating what may potentially be perceived as a flaw and then spinning it into a positive light will hopefully increase your sales, because customers will be aware of exactly what they're buying, and they'll actually be kind of pleased that your flaws make the product better. So if you have any examples of your own products that have potentially negative associations or flaws that you can spin into a positive way, I would love to hear. Or if you need my help coming up with creative ways to make your product sound, more positive and overcome those objections that customers might have, you can get in touch with me through my website at ecomcopywriter.com.